Raj Battari.
Raj Battari from Clean Water Services in Austin, Texas, state capital, big college town. I almost went to school. Hook'em Horns, our speaker talked about Hook'em Horns, University of Austin. So what did you hear from our keynote speaker today at the opening session of WEFTEC?
Well, it took me back to my undergraduate days when I was studying civil engineering, and my brother is an architect, so I thought I would specialize in structural engineering, so would work as a team with an architect and a structural engineer. But in the second semester, I took a class in water and wastewater treatment, and within a week, I knew where my future was going to be. I mean, and then I never looked back after that. So I waited a week before telling my brother, "Hey brother, do you mind if I leave structures and sort of go into water?" And he said, "By all means."
Yeah. Well, we don't need water for buildings now, do we, for architects? We ever work with architects?
But anyway, so that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I, it has been an amazing career. I've been doing this for the last 46 years. Beautiful. I've been a member of WEF for almost 45 years, and just been amazing.
Yes. Now, for the last 2.5 years, we have had to take everything that we do as water professionals and put it online during the lockdown for COVID. So what has that been like for you, going virtual with the work that you do at Clean Water Services in Austin?
Well, it has been challenging because these virtual meetings can be pretty draining and exhausting. I mean, give me an in-person meeting, I can last, from morning till night, continuously talking to meeting people, participating very actively. But some of these Zoom meetings or whatever meeting platform we use, the virtual platform, after 2-3 hours, the fatigue sets in.
Right.
So it has been a challenge juggling all that. But I retired 4 years ago, so I've kind of reduced my workload. I do a little bit of consulting from home, so it has worked out fairly well, even with that. So
well, I think
even with the challenges.
Yeah.
So it's been,
and people are still going to be working from home even after we go back to work, right? A lot of the retired, the Silver Tsunami that are staying engaged need to be able to virtually stay connected with their customers because they don't have a big travel budget anymore, right?
Absolutely. And I think some people really want to go back, be in the office atmosphere, and some people probably want a hybrid thing, going to work a few days and working from home. And some say, "Hey, I don't want that. I'm not going back. Give me this. This is it for me." I am more of an in-person kind of a, in that category. Right. So I think, we'll see how that goes. But we've managed to adapt ourselves. Yeah. I think the whole world did that. We had to. We were forced overnight to confront this, and
well, that's one thing that water professionals are good at, is adapting to changing circumstances, responding to disasters, whether they're health disasters, hurricanes, what have you. The keynote speaker talked about this dark media, this dark social, of the fact that not everything is blasting out to the whole universe on Facebook and things like Twitter and things like that, but how much communication that we do forming groups as a team, for example. So you can't just walk down the hall and get everyone together. If that you might have a short Zoom meeting to kind of get everyone on board, and then all the other communications. Have you been using WhatsApp or Slack or other groups during COVID?
Yes, I do use WhatsApp with friends and family members, and of course the regular text messages. And I'm on LinkedIn, but I'm not that active, on social media. So
right.
I do have a Twitter account which I rarely use.
What about?
I don't think in those terms, but I do share information, like she said. Right. I do send links of something, email those or text those, and so in a way I am consuming, and I am.
You're a curator. How many Twitter followers do you have? Do you know?
Very few. I hardly go there. So
but they're mostly water people, I imagine. Other water professionals.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah. Well, how about as far as your consulting practice? Are you seeing more and more of your clients asking you to be part of, a Slack chat and things like that for messaging for projects? or project management software?
No, we just use either Teams or Zoom meetings.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Those are the two platforms we use for a lot of our virtual meetings. But,
Fantastic. Well, are you glad to be back in person with almost 100%?
No, I was at WEFTEC last year too in Chicago.
Yes. I was there.
And
about half the registration.
I'm really delighted to be here in New Orleans, and of course WEFTEC is always a delight. This is my 44th WEFTEC.
Wow, fantastic. So do you think that people who've been around, as long as you've been around, are able to use social media, able to use the internet?
Oh yeah, some are very media savvy, social media savvy, and some are, they say, oh no, don't bother me with that.
Yeah.
And some are like me, who are kind of in between, kind of the love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Is what you talked about. I think we have some of that too.
Yes. And a little less particular about getting it absolutely perfect and checking the message 50 times and having sign-offs before anything goes out online.
I don't think about, let me take a picture and post it. I don't think of that.
Right.
I see some friends do that and post it and say, I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah.
I think of it later, but I don't have that mindset yet. And so maybe I need to work on that and think about it. How can I be more active and be more effective?
Fantastic.
So that's the lesson I'm taking from this one.
Beautiful. Thank you for your leadership in the water industry, Raj, and enjoy your WEFTEC.
Well, thank you very much.